Dear students, I am one of your teachers from Government Girls High School, Vilgam. I am once again with you through this offline class with your social science subject for class 9th. You are most welcome in this class. You know that these days we are reading the geography part of this subject. I have highlighted things on the screen which you can easily read. Our chapter is Physical Features of India. This is chapter 2 of your geography book, India Contemporary. I've tried to put my today's lecture in the form of question answer. This is rather one of your textual questions. You know that at the end of your chapters, at the end of your lessons, some questions are asked. We are supposed to answer those questions. Then the same happens in the examination. When you go for an exam, there also you have to answer different types of questions, various types of questions. At times you see there are long answer type questions, sometimes very long answer type questions, short answer type questions, very short answer type questions, multiple choice questions, yes no questions, true false questions. So there remains a variety of questions that you need to answer at times, especially in your examinations. So while reading or while teaching, we have to remain within the parameters of this mechanism, within the parameters of our syllabus that has been given to us by the concerned authorities. We have not to go in unnecessary lengths. We have to be to the point. And for you people, I'm trying to go on the same way so that things for you here will be to the point as per our syllabus and in the form that you can easily understand. I've tried to write my today's lecture as usual on the screen that you can easily read, and this way this is available with you in two forms: my voice teaching you things, describing things for you, and in the written form. You can simply make a notebook of this using this lecture, and that way that will become the third means that you can preserve this lecture, this information with you. also be in touch with your book so that you may come to know that in your book, which chapter where lies, what is the mechanism of your book. At times, students don't know even the name of their books, the names of their books. And this is not good for the good students. We have to avoid this. We have to change our habits at times for our betterment, for excellence of the job. You can see on the screen, question number 6 is there. Write short notes on the following. First, the Indian desert. 2, the Central Highlands. 3, the island groups of India. We have to answer 3 questions in a question, and we have to give a short definition or short note on every heading that's here on the screen. Question number 6, answer. I have tried to answer these points, these questions. First, the Indian desert. The Indian desert lies towards the western margins of the Aravalli Hills. It is an undulating sandy plain covered with sand dunes. Undulating means wavy, going up and down. Dunes, this is heaps of sand or heaps collected by this wind on the coast of seas or in the deserts. This we call dunes. When wind comes and it makes the heaps of sand on the coast of a sea or in any desert. This region receives very low rainfall. The average rainfall is below 150 millimeter per year. It has an arid climate with low vegetation cover. Arid climate is having little or no rain. That's arid climate, where there is no rain at times or less rain. Then we see streams appearing during the rainy season. Soon after they disappear into the sand, as they do not have enough water to reach the sea. So these streams cannot reach the sea, having less water. So these get absorbed in the sand. Luni is the only large river in this region. So there is only one river in this region, that is Luni. This was the first part. Now second part, the Central Highlands. What are Central Highlands? We will try to see. Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau, the part of the peninsular plateau lying to the north of the Narmada River, covering a major area of Malwa Plateau, is known as the Central Highlands. This area, this region is known as the Central Highlands. The Central Highlands are wider in the west but narrower in the east. These are wider in the west and east side is narrower. The eastward extensions of this plateau are locally known as the Bundelkhand and Bhagalkhand. So we see that these extensions, the eastward extension of this plateau, are locally known as, and in local these are known as Bundelkhand, and Bhagalkhand. The Chota Nagpur Plateau marks the further eastward extension drained by the Damodar River. So this is the physical geography of India, of our country. Rivers, hills, mountains, all these things are there. They play their role, making the physical geography of this country. Then the third part, the island groups of India. Now we will try to say something about the island groups of India. First take Lakshadweep Islands. A. Lakshadweep group of islands is composed of small coral islands. Earlier they were known as Lakadive, Manikoi. So these names are as per the local languages, because dear students, you know, in India many languages are spoken. So the names of areas, rivers, and other things remain as per the language of that area. At times we are not familiar with these languages, so we think something strange is this, but it's not like that. Lakshadweep group of islands is composed of small coral islands. This is written on the screen. I am again reading it. Earlier they were known as Lakadive, Manikoi, and Amandive. In 1973, these were renamed as Lakshadweep. It covers a small area of 32 square kilometers. Kavaratti Island is the administrative headquarters of Lakshadweep. This island group has a great diversity of flora and fauna. The Piti Island, which is uninhabited, has a bird sanctuary. So human or people don't live there, so this has been made a sanctuary, or rather this is a natural sanctuary. This Piti Island. This is bird sanctuary. Then the B, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The elongated chain of islands located in the Bay of Bengal, extending from north to south. These are the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They are bigger in size and are more numerous and scattered. The entire group of islands is divided into two broad categories. The Andaman in the north and the Nicobar in the south. It is believed that these islands are an elevated portion of submarine mountains. These island groups are of great strategic importance for the country. There is a great diversity of flora and fauna in this group of islands too. Fauna and flora. this is related to the areas where there are trees, forests, and where there are forest animals, birds, etc. These islands lie close to the equator and experience equatorial climate and have thick forest cover. So these areas experience a good climate. So these are having thick forests and are rich in fauna and flora. Dear students, this was a little information, short information about these things that we were asked in the question at beginning: the Indian desert, the central highlands, and the island groups of India. I tried to convey these points to you with the hope that you will listen this, read this on the screen, and try to understand things. I've already told you that every subject talks in its own language, in its own terminology, that we have to be familiar with that. If we may have forgotten the previous, we cannot understand the present things. We are supposed to be in continuity. We are supposed to be in continuity. Things that we have already read can help us to understand the things that we read now. Names of rivers, names of mountains, about globe, about our maps, about seas, about deserts, about continents, about oceans. This is the language of geography. So, we are supposed to remember these things so that we can be the good students of social science in future. I say this especially of you. I expect that taking care of this all, you will be the very good students of social science in future. But for that, this is the time that you have to take care of. If you have forgotten things, you have to read those things again. And presently also consult your dictionaries, take help from Google, see your books, so that you can understand and know things in a more excellent way. I will be once again with you, inshallah, with more information about this chapter and our other chapters that are included, which are included in our syllabus. This time I think this is sufficient. I will be leaving you once again with the advice that take care of your health. Try to build a spirit of helping each other, encouraging each other. Try to know the collective spirit of your society. Don't think only in individual terms. We have not been created for ourselves only. We have been created for others. And perhaps this is the lesson that social science teaches us, Take care of your health. Stay home. Honor code SOPs. Stay safe. Stay blessed. We'll be meeting again, inshallah. Till then, bye. Thank you.